Namaste, Vanakkam, Swagatam. Welcome to this beautiful session today where we'll be invoking the wonderful energies of Lord Vishnu, Narayana, that divine energy that incarnates in human form. Divya will be chanting the Nama Ramayana that in verse depicts the whole Ramayana, a very beautiful poetry. And the Achyuthashtakam, 8 verses praising Achyuta, Lord Vishnu, in both his forms of Rama and Krishna. So before that, let us start with the Guru Gayatri. Om Tadvaram Paryaya Vedmahe Jnanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om. Om Yoga Maharshi Dr. Swami Geetananda Giri Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Without much ado, I'll hand over the stage to Divya to continue with this prayer for Ammaji.
Namaste, Vanakkam, Swagatam to all of you and welcoming you all. And on this special Wednesday, we will be invoking Lord Vishnu. And many of us know about his Dasavataram, but it'll take too long if we chant for each of the avatars. So we will be moving to the two basic main avatars that is most popular, Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. And we are going to invoke that energy for our dear beloved Ammaji and for all the ones that really need it in these hard times. So please join me. And before we chant, we will be knowing a little bit about both of them and about Lord Vishnu in advance. So I hope you all can see the screen. I'll be sharing the lyrics and all of it on the screen. So today we are going to invoke the energy of Lord Vishnu by chanting the Nama Ramayana and Achyutham Keshavam, which is a bhajan. Before we start, as usual, we will be invoking Lord Vishnu through the Gayatri mantra that is used in our tradition, in our parampara. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayate. Om. So first of all, as most of you would have guessed, who is Lord Vishnu? Lord Vishnu is known as the preserver within the three Murti, the Trinity, which we say Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva. Lord Vishnu is the supreme being who protects and transforms the universe. A goddess is stated to be the energy and creative power, Shakti, and all the men need a Shakti behind them in order to be successful. And so is the equal partner of Lord Vishnu, that's Lakshmi Devi, as many of us know. In benevolent aspects, he is depicted as sleeping on the coils of the serpent Adishesha, who represents time, floating in endless ocean of milk called Kshira Sagara with his wife Lakshmi Devi. Whenever the world is threatened with evil, chaos, and destructive forces, Lord Vishnu descends in the form of an avatar, that's incarnation, to restore the cosmic order and protect Dharma on the world and in the different parts of the universe. Dashavatara are the 10 primary avatar incarnations of Lord Vishnu. So we can understand that there are many more avatars, but the 10 are the main primary ones. Out of the 10, Lord Rama and Krishna are the most important and the most famous. So to learn about Lord Rama in specific, Lord Rama is the 7th avatar of Lord Vishnu, one of the most popular incarnations. He is considered the supreme being. Lord Rama was born to Kausalya and Dasharatha in Ayodhya, the ruler of the kingdom of Kosala. His siblings included Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. He married Sita later. Though born in a royal family, his life is described in the Hindu texts as one challenged by unexpected changes such as exile of 14 years and difficult circumstances in those years, ethical questions, and moral dilemmas. Of all their tragedies, the most notable is the kidnapping of Sita Devi, who is said to be the incarnation of Lakshmi Devi, by demon king Ravana, followed by the determined and epic efforts of Lord Rama and his brother Lakshmana to gain her freedom and destroy the evil Ravana against great odds. So a basic something about Lord Rama, and then Lord Krishna, who is the favorite for many and most. Lord Krishna is worshipped as the 8th avatar of Lord Vishnu. Some say 9. So I'm not very particular in the number. And also the supreme God in his own right. He's the God of compassion, tenderness, love, and is the one of the most popular Indian deities. He is born to Devaki and Vasudeva when they were put in prison by Devaki's brother Kamsa, and he was brought up by Yashoda and Nandagopal. He was a co-brother to Balarama and Subhadra. He is a central character in the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Purana, and the Bhagavad Gita. He is portrayed in various perspectives: a god child, a prankster, a model lover, a divine hero, and as the universal supreme being, finally, in the later stages of his life. His life is shown in different stages, such as an infant eating butter, as many of the kids love butter, a young boy playing a flute, a young boy with Radha, all surrounded by women devotees. Lastly, a friendly charioteer giving counseling to Arjuna in the Kurukshetra, Arjuna, who was his dear friend and brother in law as Arjuna married Subhadra. To see the chants that we are going to sing today, Nama Ramayana and Achyutham Keshavam. Nama Ramayana is the story of Lord Rama, which was written by Valmiki. So we all know Valmiki's Ramayana. Apart from condensing the story, it helps the devotees to meditate on the different sterling aspects of Lord Rama. Reading the Nama Ramayana daily and meditating on the name of Lord Rama brings a person closer to self-realization and God, and thus absolves one of all of his or her sins. So the content of the slokam, which is equally as long as Hanuman Chalisa, we have the Balakanda, and then the Ayodhya Kanda, and Aranya Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda, Sundara Kanda, Yuddha Kanda, and Uttara Kanda. So the Balakanda is during his childhood as a baby and a small kid. Ayodhya Kanda, the days that he spent in Ayodhya, growing up and learning different aspects of life. Aranya Kanda, which is the time he lived in the forest with Sita and Lakshmana. Kishkinda is where during that phase of time, he met with Sugriva, Hanuman, and the other monkeys, and together they made a good army and team in order to get Sita her freedom from the demon king Ravana. Then Sundarakanda is where they are searching for Sita and looking about with the help of the monkey army. And Yuddha Kanda, well, we all know the word Yuddha, which is fight. So where he was fighting with Lord Ravana, and the post time after that is the Uttarakanda. So to see about Achyutham Keshavam, not really much. It is a famous Hindi devotional bhajan, which is very famous, in which Lord Vishnu, in the form of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, is described with great devotion. So without any other stopping in the way we will be going into the chanting today. ब्रह्म परात् परराम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम शुद्ध ब्रह्म परात् परराम कालात्मक परमेश्वर राम शेषतल्प सुख निद्रित राम ब्रह्माद्यमर प्रातित राम चंड किरण कुल मंडन राम श्रीमद्दशरथ नंदन राम कौसल्या सुखवर्धन राम विश्वामित्र प्रियदन राम घोरटाटका घाटक राम मारीचादिनि पाटक राम कौशिक मक संरक्षक राम श्रीमदगल्योदारक राम गौतम मुनि संपूजित राम सुर मुनिवर गण संस्तुत राम नाविक दावित मृदुपद राम मिथिलापुर जन मोहक राम विदेह मानस रंजक राम त्रैंबक कार्मुक भंजक राम सीतापित वर मालिक राम कृतवैवाहिक कौतुक राम भागवदर्प विनाशक राम श्रीमदयोध्या पालक राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम अगणित गुण गण भूषित राम अवनीत नया कामित राम अगणित गुण गण भूषित राम अवनीत नया कामित राम राका चंद्र समानन राम पितृवाक्याश्रित कानन राम प्रिय गुह विनिवेदित पद राम तक्षालित निज मृदु पद राम भरद्वाज मुखानंदक राम चित्रकूटाद्रिनिकेतन राम दशरथ संतत चिंतित राम कैकेयी तनयार्चित राम विरजित निज पितृकर्मक राम भरतार्पित निज पादुक राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम दंडकावन जन पावन राम दुष्ट विराद विनाशन राम दंडकावन जन पावन राम दुष्ट विराद विनाशन राम शरभंग सुदीक्षार्चित राम अगस्यानुग्रह वर्धित राम रुद्रादिप संसेवित राम पंचवटी तत सुस्थित राम शूर्पणखादि विदायक राम करदूषण मुख सोदक राम सीता प्रिय हरिणानुग राम मारीचादि कृताशुग राम विनष्ट सीतान्वेषक राम रुद्रादिप गतिदायक राम शबरी दत्त फलाशन राम कबंड बाहुच्छेदक राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम हनुमत् सेवित निज पद राम नत सुग्रीवाभीष्टदराम हनुमत् सेवित निज पद राम नत सुग्रीवाभीष्टदराम गर्वित वाली संहारक राम वानर दूत प्रेषक राम हितकर लक्ष्मण संयुक्त राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम कपिवर संतत संस्कृत राम तद्गति विघ्न ध्वंसक राम कपिवर संतत संस्कृत राम तद्गति विघ्न ध्वंसक राम सीता प्राणाधारक राम दुष्ट दशानन दूषित राम शिष्ट हनुमद्भूषित राम सीता वेदित काकावण राम कपिवरुदामणि रंजन राम कपिवर वचनाश्वासित राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम रावण निधन प्रस्थित राम वानर सैन्य समावृत राम रावण निधन प्रस्थित राम वानर सैन्य समावृत राम शोषित शरिदी शातित राम विभीषणाभयदायक राम पर्वत सेतु निबंधक राम कुंभकर्ण शिरछेदक राम राक्षस संग विमर्दक राम अहिमहि रावण चारण राम संहृत मुख रावण राम विधि भव मुख सुर संसुत राम कष्टित दशरथ वीक्षित राम सीता दर्शन मोदित राम अभिषिक्त विभीषण रथ राम पुष्पकयान रोहण राम भरद्वाजादि निषेवण राम भरत प्राण प्रिय कर राम साकेत पुरी भूषण राम सकल स्वीय समानत राम रत्नल सत्पीतास्थित राम पटाभिषेकालंकृत राम भक्तिवकुल सम्मानित राम विभीषणातिरंगक राम कीशकुलानुग्रह कर राम सकल जीव संरक्षक राम समस्त लोकाधारक राम सकल जीव संरक्षक राम समस्त लोकाधारक राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम आगत मुनिगण संस्तुत राम विश्रुत दशकंठोद्भव राम आगत मुनिगण संस्तुत राम विश्रुत दशकंठोद्भव राम सीतालिंगन निर्वित राम नीति सुरक्षित जनपद राम विपिन त्याजित जनक राम कारित लवणासुरवद राम स्वर्गत शंभुक संस्तुत राम स्वतनय कुशलवनंदित राम अश्वमेध कृतु दीक्षित राम कालावेदित सुरपद राम अयोध्यक जन मुक्तित राम विधिमुख विभूतानंदक तेजोमय निज रूपकरां संस्कृति बंध विमोचकरां धर्मस्थापन तत्पररां भक्तिपरायण मुक्तितरां सर्वचराचर पालकरां सर्वभवामय वारकरां वैकुण्ठालय संस्थितरां नित्यानन्द पदस्थितरां वैकुण्ठालय संस्थितरां नित्यानन्द पदस्थितरां राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम 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 जय सीताराम So we are finally done with the Nama Ramayana. In each of the verses, we could see some of the words and some of the names of the characters that were part of the Ramayana. So now we are moving on to Achyutham Keshavam. So this is that famous devotional bhajan that I was speaking about, and this is shorter and maybe a little more fun. So we'll be starting that. अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम् अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते हैं भगवान काते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान काते नहीं मेरे शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं बेग शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। So finally, at the end, as usual, we pray Lord Vishnu to bestow good health and long life on our beloved Ammaji and to everyone, all our dear and near ones, and may everyone have joy, prosperity, and wellness manifest in their lives. So thank you for being with us. And we have done many of the slokams, and we must beg forgiveness if we have mentioned any spelling mistake in the writing in the screen or in the pronunciation, and it's out of pure devotion and love for the God that we have done the slokams. Thank you everyone for being with us.
So again, a very wonderful evening with Divya, and definitely the divine will listen to such a beautiful heart, singing her heart out for the divine. So Ammaji is also watching as usual, and it's just wonderful to have all of you with us, keeping the prayers going, supporting Amma from wherever you are. We are all together in our prayers for her, helping her to grow and glow into her process of Kaya Kalpa. As I talked to her today, I told her that every moment she's teaching me something. 48 years of learning from her, 9 months in her womb. She said, wow. I said, yes, 9 months in your womb, you taught me. 48 years outside, you have taught me. And through your Kaya Kalpa, your rejuvenation, you are teaching me every moment. And it's so beautiful, the teaching she's giving us, an opportunity for us to come together, be together, and support her. So let us close with the Loka Samasta at this point. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Om Dhanyavadaha. Nandri Vanakkam.